Hello, hello. I'm just doing a testing here because I was using a new device. So bear with me one moment. All right, welcome guys. Today is Thursday, the 26th of June, I believe. 2025. It's overcast here where I live. I hope you guys can hear me. I have a new tablet, but I'm trying to mess with it, and it's trying to get it going, but I think it's very slow right now. Trying to see. Okay, I can't even see the chat room. How you guys doing? I'm working on a blanket here. I was just gonna do an work in progress video, but let's see. What is this? All right, so this is where I'm making a blanket for my niece, but this is where I left off the last time I showed it to you guys, and I'm doing a cancer ribbon. It's supposed to be in teal color. It looks like it's about to rain over here. It's gotten cloudy so fast right now. So I'm just using Lion Brand Pound of Love in white and in teal. Yes. So I just wanted to come in and catch up with you guys and talk to you for a little bit. Just show you what I've been working on. 2 blankets right now. So I'm trying to get this one done for her. I'm trying to do that between being busy with the garden. So yeah, how you guys doing? Blessings to all. God be the glory. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself with this heat wave that we just went through this week. It was tremendous, a heat wave. I'm waiting for this tablet to see if it shows me my video so I can see the chat room. I have it right here. It's taking forever. 1 second. Yeah, so it's been extremely hot in Connecticut. Oh, hold on 1 second. Well, at least I know the volume works. Alright, I'm sorry guys. This is not going to be a great video right now because I'm trying to work with a different device. Alright, so yeah, I've been trying to work in the garden. It's been extremely hot here in Connecticut. A few days was 95 degrees, feel like 107. I'm pretty sure where you guys live it was very, very hot out there too. And yeah, it was extremely hot. Today's Thursday, where thank God it's in the 70s only today. Tomorrow will be in the 60s. So yeah, I've been trying to catch up to make more videos. So I'm doing this one today live. First of all, I was trying to uh, try out a new device. So let me see if I could go into my channel. No. I'm just trying to see if the video looks okay. See who's in the chat room. The video looks okay. See who's in the chat room. It looks upside down. All right. The video looks okay. See who's in the chat room. It looks upside down. All right. The video looks okay. All right. Let me fix it, guys. All right. I guess I'm not gonna get anywhere. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. I don't think I'm gonna keep this live on, but I was trying to. Hello. I was trying to work with a different device. So this is how the blanket looks so far. I do apologize because my video was it was sideways. Where's the chat room? Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Those who are watching behind the bushes and those who are here, thank you so much. So I'm crocheting today. I'm trying to catch up with my crocheting, my projects. I'm trying to get this going. I have so many projects I have to get done. I finished my sweater. All right. So I'm going to add the green right now, which when I thought it was a teal, but it's more teal than green. So I wanted to get on because the weather has been very weird, a lot of rain and stuff. And I got a lot of plants that are wanting to hurry up and get out in the ground. So the heat wave, it has been difficult to work in the garden. But I decided to stay home today. Give myself a break. Because even though there's been a heat wave, I've been working a little bit at a time in my garden, taking breaks. It was very dangerous. I feel like I was going to pass out. But anyways, tomatoes had to be planted, and I thank God they made it. They didn't, I did it first thing in the morning, but even in the morning was extremely hot. So I was able to put them, transplant them in the ground. And I think I did 4. So I have many more plants to get them going in the containers and in the ground. So I know tomorrow I'm going to work very hard in the garden. I had to tilt the ground and everything at the second garden at my daughter's house. Plus I'm going to be very busy transplanting if I want to have any harvest this year. It's been difficult with the garden because of all the rain we had. I was on vacation in Florida. Some of my plants with heavy winds and rain while, the day I was leaving actually. The greenhouse fell, killed most of those plants. So it's been very challenging for me this year, but now that we're having a little break with this weather, I am going to be at it. I'm going to be dropping seeds today. I'm going to try the best that I could do to keep going with my garden, because the way I see the way things are going, I want to make sure that in case of any emergency, I have a garden that I started already for me, my family, and whoever I could bless with some food. So yeah, so this is the last grain. How you guys been? I hope you guys been well. Yeah, so like I said, I finished my cardigan. I already steamed it and everything. And that was the first time I steamed one of my projects. It was not so bad, but it actually was easy. But I'm adding the white one now. Okay. The steamer wasn't working the way I was hoping, and it worked, but I'm going to pull this one over here. I was trying to use another device where you could see the project more. I could have the camera over the blanket, but that's not happening right now. My phone cracked, and I'm actually could still use my phone, but I'm just saying, if it's not one thing, it's another. But let's go on. Life goes on. So yeah, this is for my I'm trying to get this done in a week. I know that I have a couple more rows to work like this, where I'm switching the white to the teal. There's 5 of these, 2 teals and 3 whites of double crochets, 20 of them in each color. So before I have to decrease in the colors soon to make that cross like this, and then make the circle for the top of the ribbon to create the top of the ribbon. So I'm trying to figure this out all on my own. So I'm going to be sketching. I haven't done it yet. My own craft for that part, for the second part of this blanket, where I have to start adding more whites towards the green, and over here too. So I have to calculate the numbers so that it starts forming a turn like this. And then on this side the same thing, so this green could start turning this way. Then it's going to be like they're going to meet in the middle, and then it's going to be a circle on the top, and that's how I'm making the ribbon. I'm just doing this for the first time, so I hope it comes out. Let's see how it's going to come out, you know. So yeah, so I said let me get into my crafts, start getting things done. I have to balance everything in my life. So yeah. Let's see if it shows me the chat room. Hello, welcome in. Awilda, hello. Let's see. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for that, Awilda. Thank you. Hey. It's how you pronounce your name, New Cat. Hey, welcome in, New Cat. Hey, Dorita, welcome in. How you doing? I'm making a blanket. It's a cancer ribbon. Not for breast cancer. It's for cervical cancer. Yeah, that's what I'm making right now. So I've been started it, you know, but I had to stop for a while because of so much stuff I have to do. But I had stopped here last time where the stitch marker is. This pretty stitch marker is located, and then I did all these rows. So yeah, but I'm kind of going as right now it's just this pattern right here, but later on I have to figure out how to make the green turn, and it's gonna be kind of fun because I'm gonna be sketching, and I'm gonna do sketching first, and then I'm going to test it. I want to get rid of this blanket already. I want to get it done. I have 3 other blankets I have to finish. Yes, so right now it looks like it's raining here. There's a window above me, so it looks really cloudy, so I'm sorry if it doesn't look so well, the video. I apologize for the video in the beginning because I was trying to use another device. I was trying to use this tablet here. I was trying to see, I had a hard time using that tablet. I was trying to go on StreamYard, and this tablet was slow anyways. So I'm just using the two colors now. I hope she'll like it. Pretty sure she's gonna like it, but I'm going to make Frenchies on the side of the blanket. I might be using a new technique that I saw with another YouTuber to put the Frenchies here in the side. So something new, I'm gonna try out. So yesterday, today is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. It was extremely Tuesday. This whole week it was extremely hot. It was hot where you guys live too. I don't doubt that. Hold on, let me put this one in here and put this one here. So yeah, whew, it was difficult. It was difficult, but we're here. We made it through that heat. My garden, I've been watering it twice a day. In the morning, I had to water it twice a day. Once early in the morning before that sun came out, started shining bright over my garden, and then in the evening after 7 o'clock. And they've been doing well, except for one of my flowers. The heat was very hard on it. And my carrots, I hope they're going to perk up. My carrots, the leaves of the carrot was looking beautiful, growing tall. And that's the only two things that I could see that the heat kind of did a number on. So, you know, you just got to keep moving. You win some, you lose some. And I'm not defeated yet. I'm going to continue. I put compost and fertilize them so that they could survive in the condition that they are right now on. Yeah, so it's been interesting week. How it's been for you guys? I wasn't home this whole week. When I went to my daughter's house, I had parked the car there. I was at her house at 7:15 in the morning. I was at her house at 7:15 because, you know, I still have to go do things in the garden and stuff over there. I had cleaned up the garden area. I took down the greenhouse. I actually have it here, my greenhouse. And did a few things. I had to, you know, remove all the weeds that wanted to, you know, all the weeds I had on my plant. And so I still had to work under those conditions. But I was being careful, except for one time. I took a couple breaks. I couldn't be out there for a long time. It was too extremely hot. But I always had a hat on. And then the last time I went back to the garden to work a little longer, a little bit more, I didn't have a hat on, and I forgot. And by the time I went in the house, it's very dangerous weather, guys. You got to take care of yourself. My head was so on fire. My head was on fire. My head was so hot. I had a huge headache. Like, until the next day, I felt that headache. But once I got home, my head was, you know, I drank a lot of water. I thought I was going to pass out. I drank a lot of water. And later on, I came home. My head was still feeling hot. I took a cool shower. And yeah, and when I was taking a shower, that's when I realized that, wow, that was very dangerous what I did. It was kind of foolish. But like I said, I took breaks. That weather was no joke this week. It was no joke. Yeah. So, hey, Jordan. Jordan's behind me. He's our little kitten here. He's trying to get on my lap. Jordan, I don't, there's no room for you, Jordan, right now. I'm on my kitchen table. So, it's been, now we're getting some rain. You know, I collect rainwater, right? It was so hot, guys, outside. I kid you not. That I noticed the first day that it was hot, or the second day, that I collect rainwater in a black garbage can container. And black attracts the heat. So when I opened it to water the plants, the water seemed hot. So I had to leave the container that night. I removed the container, left it off, so to see if with the temperatures were a little cooler at night, well, not the first few days, but it was better than the morning. I couldn't believe how hot that water was. That water was so hot. You could get a cup of a cup and put a tea bag in it and brew some tea. That's how hot it was. So it was no joke out there. It's very dangerous. So that's why I'm here, to hang out a little bit, you guys. I know tomorrow, Friday, and maybe Saturday, I will be very busy over there. I have to get this stuff going. When it rained a lot, it killed my the too much rain is also not good for your plants, but it killed my watermelon plant. It was just a baby little seedling. So I have to, oh, I wasn't supposed to cut that because I'm talking. I have to start all over with the watermelon now. Yeah. But I was surprised to see my cabbage plant doing well with this heat. Then I found a huge umbrella that somebody was moved and put a lot of their stuff on the sidewalk that they didn't want. And anyways, one of the things I did make a video about that great stuff I found on my second channel, CT Valley Girl Garden. But anyways, the umbrella came handy. You know, it was a huge umbrella, and I covered my cabbage plant with that. I had lost so much. I lost because of the storm and wind and knocked down my greenhouse. I lost 11 plants. A combination of cabbages and broccoli. Yeah, no, you can't have my blanket. Cut it out. Yeah. So he has his own yarn. So yep. But I have to get back into my crocheting, my knitting, all that. I do miss it. I've been trying to pick it up here and there, trying to fit it in my schedule, my life. You know, sometimes when you're busy like that and you're tired, then you have to come home and cook and all the things you got to do. And you take a shower. Once you do all that, you're like, oh, I just want to lay here. But I forced myself to do it. So, because I really want to get this blanket done for her. She's been asking for it for a while. So I want to get it done. And then I don't think I'm going to agree to make blankets for anyone for a while. I have 3 other blankets that I have to finish. And one of them are for me. And I'm always doing my stuff last, just to please everybody else, you know. So I enjoy making stuff for people, but I always put my stuff down for myself. I always put it down. So let me attach this green yarn, and then I'm going to show you my sweater. I'm going to show you my sweater cardigan. It's a crop one, and it fitted perfect. Fitted perfect. When I steamed it, always remember when you steam or block, it's going to stretch a little bit. So when I steamed it, I kind of was happy that the sleeve did stretch a little bit down, so that was awesome. um I did like the sleeves up to here, so I was happy with that. So let me put this down. I already add this. Hold on one second, guys. Let me go get my hold on, how do you do this? mm. All right, hold on one second. Jordan, are you taking advantage because I'm on my phone? Huh? 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 Here it goes, guys. So there it goes. It's the other sleeve. This is the back. This is the neckline. Right there. And the collar. I just did a basic nice collar. I didn't want a big collar. I wanted it open. So I did a single crochet, but then the second row I started every third stitch, or every fifth stitch I started decreasing, and that's how I got it to look like this. So it's really nice. I like the fit. It's softer now because I steamed it. This is the yarn from Walmart, Mainstay, this color. Yeah, so I finished it. No buttons because I didn't want to put no buttons on mine, because I wanted to stay open when I put it on. I am going to crochet a flower because this goes with my multicolor skirt that I crochet. This goes with that. And that's why I cropped it. But then I'm going to crochet a flower and put a clip on the flower, and then I'm going to put the flower here. And it's going to look nice. Yay! I like when you finish a project, right? Yeah. So, what, Jordan? Jordan's standing right next to me. Alright, so that's one project. Alright, so that's that. I'll mod it for you guys one day, but right now I just don't want to do that. So, yeah, so, now I have to pick up my in the between of making this blanket, I have to pick up bring the white over. I have to pick up now and start working on my daughter's cardigan. So that's going to be fun. Hers is cropped as well, but I have to crochet some flowers for hers. Hers are going to have more flowers than mine, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard when you... I think it'll be easier for me once the garden season is over, but I think it was very important for me to do what I'm doing. So please pray for this world, with everything going on in this world. Please start growing something if you haven't. If you are not able to do that this year, start buying seeds. Being prepared is very important for so many reasons. But because we had this heat wave somewhere in Europe, people were panicking and were it looked at like 2020 all over again, They were panicking and they were running out of water. And there's a video that they were showing where people were fighting. You know how they were fighting for the toilet paper? Well, now, this time around, they were fighting for those, like, 42 counts of 16 ounce of bottled water. People were removing it from, fighting from it. And some guy was trying to, you know, hold his big pack of water. Somebody's trying to take it away from him. It was crazy. But this is why you have to be prepared. This is why you have to be prepared. So yeah, start prepping. All that stuff is important, guys, because we can't trust what the news says. We cannot trust even our own president. We can't trust the government. We can't trust no one. The Bible said, trust no one. It also talks about being prepared. So do that. Be prepared. Don't wait till the last minute, because you probably won't be able to find nothing if, God forbid, a crash in the economy happens, or I don't know. You already see that. I don't know if we're going to go to war. It has not been said. Oh, I haven't heard it yet. But Iran is not backing down. So there's... Oh, I dropped my crochet hook. Don't touch my crochet hook. So we have to be prepared, guys. Here's Jordan. There goes Jordan. Say hi. You see yourself on the camera? Yeah? Just woke up from a nap. So, yeah, the key thing here is to be prepared. Get yourself some buckets, 5-gallon buckets, and fill them up with rice, and fill them up with flour, fill them up with sugar, fill them up with beans, fill them up with pasta, fill them up with canned goods, whatever you could fill them up with. Yeah, gas prices went up, and then I noticed they went back down just a few cents. Well, here where I live, they jumped. They jumped really quick up. And you know they're going to probably go up if something happens. I know somebody who is... They already got soldiers on standby, guys, just in case. And you know, if you know the history with war, you know you have to be prepared. So I'm praying to the Lord doesn't get to that point. You know, help. You know, we should continue praying that these people come to some agreement, or, you know, I don't know. Never have fear, though, for those who believe in the Lord. We always don't lose hope, and we always say God is in control, because He is. And with me, this is the way I think it. God's in control because He is. Things happen. He knows it's going to happen before it happened. And all this for a reason. I don't, you know, whatever. But whatever that might be, only He knows. But He knows actually how it's going to end as well. Me, myself, like, God forbid, but I say if something happens, you know, and I go with the Lord, you know what I mean? But there has been, be careful, guys. Just be careful. Especially you guys in the big cities. In the big cities. Because let's pray. Let's pray that there's no tea attack here in our country. I don't know if I could say that here. But, you know, we got freedom of speech. Yeah. So, To be honest, I am hardly not watching those news. My daughter keeps telling me, my eldest calling me, Mommy, did you watch the news? Did you watch this? Do you see what's going on? And I'm like, nope. I try to see as little as I can. I am going to just be prayerful and hopeful, and I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to know what's going on, but I'm not going to be watching that stuff every day, guys. No. So I'm not going to be worrying about it or anything like that. I am going to be prepared the way I'm supposed to be. Do all I can for me and my family and who else I could help. Because, you know, with one little seed, you grow so much food that you could share with others. It's just so much of it. So, yeah, so I'm not worrying about it. I'm continuing my life the way I have before all this mess started. I'm going to continue with my plans and let it be the way God wants it to be. Let it be. But we got to pray for this world, all nations. Please pray for our brothers in Africa. Brothers and sisters, I should say. They are being, and no one's saying anything on the news about it, only the Christian news. But there's no outrage for all the persecution that's going on, and burning of the churches down, and nobody's doing anything and nobody's talking about it. You know, it's supposed to be, it should be top news. If you guys go to CBN on YouTube, and you will see all the persecution going on in Africa. Now it's Syria. And Syria as well. I don't know where this church was. So there's a video going viral. I'm not sure if the church is in I'm hearing him do something back there. He's doing something. I don't know if the church is in America, but somebody in a pickup truck. I don't know if you guys heard about that. He ran his pickup truck inside a church. And you could hear everything that went on. So I don't know what's going on with that case. Just, that's why I say be prayerful, be alert, keep your eyes open. Live your life, but you gotta, these days, you gotta have 4 eyes. You gotta have 2 in the front, 2 in the back. 2 in the sides, too, if you can. I laugh, but it's not funny. I'm laughing because I'm silly what I say, the things I say. You know? But we gotta be prayer warriors. And pray for the best. Pray for the hearts of these people. You know, and be ready. Be ready also to go with the Lord. Be ready. Everything, for anything and everything. Yeah, so, you know, and that's why I don't worry about it. I used to worry about stuff like that, and not anymore. You know what, at my age, I just want to live my life. I'm just going to keep it moving. Do what I can, you know, the plans I have for this year, you know, just keep it moving, but not being, you know, don't be naive, and don't be, we have to pray for others, you know, we can't be selfish, and we have to be loving, caring, and praying for others that are having a harder time than us. But, so, yep, that's crazy, right? Crazy. It is crazy. Oh, my Lord. Bells are ringing. Bells are ringing. Well, I just wanted to come up in here, tell you a little bit about my day. My days this week. my days. I'm enjoying the garden very much, guys, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a blessing, reward, but it's a lot of work. And if I could do it, you could do it, because I have issues with my knees and my back, but I still do it. I do it because it's important. And my family don't do gardening. You know, when I say family, I'm talking about my daughters. They will help me water and stuff like that, but they're not, you know, they're going to eat the food. They might help me with a little bit of money for seeds here, or if I need something once in a while for the garden. But it's mostly me, guys. But why I do it, because I know it's important, because no matter what people might say, oh, when you're wasting your time, you could go to the grocery store and you could buy, you know, why you growing potatoes? You could buy a bag of potatoes. It's easier for you. It's less work. I have a friend who told me, girl, that's a lot of work, man. Just go to the grocery store. I said, listen, this is organic. I grew it myself. I know what I put in it. Also, have you been seeing how the food looks at the grocery store lately? Yeah, this is my second bag of potatoes, and they got green potatoes in it. Most of it. I have a potato right there I could show y'all. My second bag, green potatoes. They're not supposed to sell a green potatoes. Okay? I actually stopped eating it. I actually letting it go to get those little eyes on the potatoes so I could use them to grow more potatoes in my garden. You know, all the recalls going on and yeah, I mean, I don't got a big garden or anything like that, but at least I know I'm doing something. The best food to grow is grow what you like to eat, but also because of the times we're living, it is best to grow in any time is sustainable food. What are sustainable food? You know, like potatoes, sweet potatoes, the squashes, pumpkin, stuff like that that you could store for a long time, but it fills you up, you know. Yeah. So anyways, I'm glad I got my mojo back, my crochet mojo, my knitting mojo. But once my hand starts hurting, I have to stop. I had got an x-ray done on my hands. If you can see, I don't know if the camera's gonna, if I tilt it a little bit, you can see right here, but I don't know you can see it. You can see a little bit. You can see right here that it's swollen here and here. This one has a little bit of swelling here and here. Yeah, but they did x-rays. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out that I have arthritis. Yep. But I don't let it stop me. I let it stop me for a little bit. You know, because I got to be wise. I got to rest my hands. I got to take care of them. But then I go back to what I got to do. That's how it is. Yep. You can't just sit back and mope. Sit back and be moping and complaining. And you got to keep moving. As long as you still got breath in you, do what you can do, guys. Don't let nothing stop you. I don't even let my body, I just be like, I have to deal with it, but I keep it moving, because what am I supposed to do? Keep it moving. That's what I do. Why I'm still alive. I thank the Lord He gave us life. All of us that are here, we are alive because of the Lord. So I had to take advantage of that. Hey guys, I just want to tell you, CT Valico Garden in my channel. I just did the video. I haven't uploaded it yet, but again, I did another video. The topic is recycling, reuse, and not letting nothing go to the landfill. All right, so 2 days in a row, I had been coming across people that are moved out of their houses and had left behind what they didn't want. I was surprised. of the stuff I found on the sidewalk waiting for garbage day. And so go check out that video. I share with you some of the stuff. I could show you one of the cutest things I found is a set of this, because I have it in front of me. I found these sugar, like you can put sugar canisters, like you put sugar. This is ceramic sugar, or you know, flour and all that. Look at that. They put this on the sidewalk, you know, waiting for garbage day. I mean, it's incredible the stuff people throw out. So I have a set of 2 of those. I have that one, and I got the baby one. Isn't that pretty? My daughter saw this, my youngest. She was like, Mom, that's really pretty. I'm like, yeah, somebody threw it out. There's nothing wrong with it. So I just got this on the table. Excuse me for my hand. That's why I wanted to share with you. But I have more in my video, what I found. And I have this one. Look at this one. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I chipped it in the car once I put it in the car. But that's nothing. You could just paint that. But it is in good condition other than that. You know? I didn't have none of these. So I was using plastic. You know the plastic ones you buy at Walmart? That to store cereal and food and all that. Sorry for my hand. And then I found... this smells so divine, guys. It's just the stuff that people throw out. I'm just like in shock. But this is called Crabtree and Evelyn Dream. It's a rose water bath and shower. Let me tell you, this smells like roses. It smells just like roses. Then I found a 7-piece. A 7-piece still in the box, brand new. 7-piece, not touched, not open. I don't understand why people just throw stuff out like that. Just give it, bring it to the, you know, also they're lazy. They don't want to put it in their truck and bring it to the Goodwill. Bring it to one of those domestic violence, you know, maybe not the dishes and stuff like that, but like bathroom, like soap and stuff like that. Yeah, you could bring all that over there. Anyways, I found garden stuff for the garden too, which I left 2 at my daughter's house. 3, 4, 5, 6 items at my daughter's house that I found on the sidewalk for the garden. I'd be like, thank you, Laura. I could be finding stuff for the garden. And yep, but I have no shame in looking through bags, and some of this stuff was not in bags. Some of this stuff was in totes. Which, if you go check out my video, I even got the 2 totes. It's like this huge big totes in great condition for the garden or to store your stuff in the house. I think they're so good. One is going to the garden, a smaller one, but the huge one is going to stay here. So my daughter's going to put her stuffed animals in it because she has so many. And they had, you know what they had, but we left it. They had an Apple PC computer. But man, that was, I remember when that first came out, the Apple PC computer, you know, it looks like an alien head in the back. It got that big fat thing in the back. It was from Apple though, and it has the Apple on it. This one was blue. Y'all remember those computers? If you were, you know, if you were around my age, you know what I'm talking about. Can you believe they had that computer? But you know, I didn't. It was they put in a container, and the container had water. So I was like, plus those things are not wireless, because they're very old. Yeah. So yeah, go check out that video. I just been blessed by finding the items, but also in shock what people throw out. It's just shocking, you know, stuff that's just gonna, because if no one was to stop, because no one stops, park their car and check what's in those bags, or check what they threw out in the open in the sidewalk, the garbage man's gonna come and take it, and it's gonna go to the landfill. Yeah. And so this week alone, last week was one, this week was one. The ones that I showed in that video was here where I live. The other stuff I found at my daughter's house day before yesterday, yesterday when I was going to Target. But Yeah, I was on my way to Target, and it looked like they just put it out. I was like, wow, they had vacuum cleaners, steamers, they had chairs, they had a kitchen table, they had storage, those 3 drawers storage containers. They have the 3 shelf shorts shelf where you put your plants on. It's like white wood. I got those. They had 2 of those. I took those, but I'm using those at my daughter's garden. Well, it's really my garden. I'm just using the space. The landlord just lets me grow food there. He's a gardener. So, he loves that somebody else is growing food. So, anyways, I'm going to use that as to grow more food vertically. Yeah, it's white. It doesn't look bad. You want to paint it, you could paint it. You know? No excuse for people to throw away stuff like that. But anyways, it is what it is. It is a blessing for who needs it. But only if they saw it on the street, on the sidewalk. So yeah. So, oh, and I got a coffee maker. Because I was telling my daughter I need a coffee maker. And here I find a coffee maker. And it worked. At first I was skeptic, but it was in the box and everything. I was like, it was used. It's not brand new. I could tell. But I took it home, I cleaned it, and I plugged it. I was like, woohoo, I got a coffee maker. I got a coffee maker. So yeah. I tell you one thing, I need a pickup truck. Because, that's some good business right there. It's picking up people's garbage. Things like that. I don't mean garbage where they throwing their stuff in their little kitchen garbage trash or something like food or anything. I'm talking about stuff, houseware stuff, furniture, things like that. You could make money out of that. You resell it. Do garage sales. Oh, definitely. A lot of people here do that. And they go to a rich town here called Cheshire. And it's, people with money live there in Connecticut. It's called Cheshire. And that was the first home invasion that we ever had in Connecticut. You remember when the home invasion, people started doing home invasion, unfortunately? Well, in Connecticut, we had our first one. Was in that town, Cheshire. I know you guys heard of it because it was a huge story. But that was the town. I was going to church one day, and all I see is stuff. Block by block, by block by block. They do it once a year. Hold on a second. Let me fix this camera. They do it once a year. Let me see if I can fix it. Hey, there it goes. They do it once a year. And oh my gosh, the stuff you find. Awesome. All kinds of stuff. And so when I came out of church, as I said, let me go to church first. If there's something left for me, then, I'll grab it. So I came out of church. I went. It was block after block after block. Here comes this guy in a big pickup truck loading it up. Somebody had a U-Haul truck. So these are resellers. They know that they do this all the time. And again, these are rich people. So when they threw out their sofas, they had like skis. They had bikes. They had the rack for the bike, which we wanted one for my daughter's car to put my grandson's bike. It cost $100. They had recliners. They had dishes. They had all kinds of stuff for your car. These people were racking up to resell it. That's some good business right there. Plus, you're helping the planet. You're making money and helping the planet all in the same time. I'm trying to see what he's doing. Yeah. So at least I try to do my part, and try to do my part to, when I see stuff out in the street like that, I try to go see what I could grab. If there's something that I need or somebody else needs. I sometimes grab stuff for my daughter, my eldest daughter. I mean, even my new glass table I have in my garden here where I live. The people next door to me put that out on the sidewalk. garbage day. It was nothing wrong with it. I loved it. I got to get two chairs for it. But all I did was clean it, and it is no crack, no nothing, no rust, no nothing. They just didn't want it. So yeah, you could get lucky with that. But anyways. Oh man. Alright, so I'm hitting my 1 hour. Yay! I'll be an hour here. And then I'm gonna log off so I don't have to take too much of your time. I gotta go to Walmart myself and get some water. I need to get more water after seeing what I saw on the news. I'm gonna get me some more water. I need to buy a few things. So I will be going to Walmart shopping a little bit today. I'm gonna go check out Walmart to see how their water department, the water is doing there, if they ran out or not. Oh, the eggs went back down, guys. I don't know if I didn't tell y'all. I know where we live here. The eggs went back down. I'm finding them at Walmart for $2.99 a dozen when they used to be $8 a dozen. And I went to Aldi's and saw their eggs there too, but theirs are even cheaper, $2.69 a dozen. So things are going down a little bit. Let's see. Hopefully they stay that way, because what's going on in the news lately, what's going on with our country and Iran. So you guys better be prepped. Know that Iran said they want to sell us no more oil. So I don't know, guys. But that's why our country should not depend on other countries. You should always be self-sufficient with our own oil, our own gas, our own all that stuff. Well, this country used to we used to have our own oil and everything, but then they stopped all that and try to get it somewhere else cheaper. That's what happens. But anyways, Trump is trying to change that. I don't know. But alright guys, well, it's been nice. I got some work done here, and I'm on the white right now, so stay tuned for progress report for this blanket, which I'm trying to finish. And how am I gonna crisscross, make the top of the ribbon? We will see. I had to figure it out. I know there was a website, but see, I don't have my laptop working right now. There's a website where you could draw, especially for us crocheters and knitters. You could draw, let's say if you want a graph for your blankets or your cardigan or your top or something like that. I'm gonna find it. I saw it once. A lady here on YouTube, a crocheter, shared the information. So I'm gonna try to find that video and then share it with you guys, where there's a website where you could draw it, and it does the stitches and everything. You have to know, like for instance, this is like near 100. I was supposed to do 20 and 20 in each row. Each color was 20, 20, except one of the ones. I don't know how I ended up with 19 with one of the ones at the end. But you have to put the math, the calculations of the length of how many stitches, the length of your blanket, and all that, and then you print it. You print it, or you could see it right there on the screen, or you could send it to a PDF. Yeah, that's an awesome thing. You could create your own beautiful garments and blanket with stuff that you drew, with your artists. Alright guys, thank you for being here. God bless, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. And bye for now.